We are brilliance and madness in the same breath. Lovers one day, executioners the next, architects of miracles, and architects of horror. From the moment history began, philosophers have tried to name this contradiction. Some worshipped our reason, others feared our violence. But the ones who told the truth, the ones who looked human nature directly in the eye, called it what it is: unpredictable, ruthless, unstoppable. And here's the real madness. Most people still pretend it isn't true. They cling to illusions of goodness, fairness, harmony. They play life like it's safe. But the thinkers who survived, the ones who built empires, the ones who saw reality without flinching, they never trusted human nature. They learned to use it. By the end of this video, you'll see why. And once you do, you'll never see people, or yourself, the same way again. This is why wisdom matters. Because wisdom, at its darkest, is not comfort. It's not self-help. It's not a bedtime story about meaning. It's survival. Machiavelli wrote for rulers who knew their allies would turn on them. Nietzsche wrote for the few who dared to see that most of life is chaos. And meaning is something you invent, or it will crush you. If you can see human nature clearly, without flinching, without moralizing, then you stop being controlled by it. You start using it. Let's strip away the illusions. Let's step into the shadows. And let's start with the first truth. Truth 1. The beautiful lie of morality. Machiavelli once said, "A wise ruler cannot and should not keep his word when it is against his interests." It sounds cruel, but it's honest. Morality is not universal. It's a social contract, a tool to keep people cooperative, predictable, safe. Hobbes called it an escape from the war of all against all. But it's not truth. It's glue. Think about your workplace. There's an ethical code, rules about honesty, fairness, teamwork. But when the promotion's on the line, or when a company is about to collapse, morality bends. Suddenly, loyalty has a price. Suddenly, ambition justifies betrayal. The lie of morality is this: people pretend it's absolute, but in practice, it's relative. It lasts only as long as it serves survival and power. See this clearly, and you stop expecting fairness. You stop being surprised by betrayal. You realize morality isn't a shield, it's a mask. And once you see the mask, you start asking what's behind it. Truth 2. Why conflict defines us. Humans dream of peace, but history proves we crave war. Every empire in history has been built on conflict and destroyed by it. Even in peace, we invent rivalries. Sports, politics, gossip, Twitter feuds. Our blood doesn't rest. Why? Because conflict gives us meaning. The moment we conquer one battle, we look for another. Remove the struggle, and life feels empty. Conflict isn't an accident. It's our fuel. Look at office politics. Two people can be equal in skill, equal in ambition, but the one who thrives is the one who frames everything as a battle, who turns projects into duels, meetings into arenas, and others, they're spectators. The truth is brutal. Peace is temporary. Conflict is the baseline. You don't escape it. You only choose your battlefield. And that choice, when and where to fight, is what separates those who rule from those who get ruled. Truth 3. The illusion of progress. We love to think humanity improves, that history bends toward justice, that every generation is smarter, kinder, more advanced. But history is a cycle. Progress is a disguise. Technology changes, but instincts don't. The Romans spread propaganda with statues. Today, we use Instagram filters. The arena became the stadium. The gossip of the village became Twitter mobs. Different tools, same madness. We tell ourselves, this time is different. But collapse always follows growth. Corruption always follows wealth. Progress doesn't erase human nature. It arms it with bigger weapons. Look at social media. We thought it would connect us. It's divided us. We thought it would democratize knowledge. It amplified lies. Progress didn't save us. It just gave our oldest instincts more reach, more speed, more chaos. The harsh truth? Progress is not salvation. It's just new tools for the same madness. Truth 4. Manipulation over truth. Philosophers have always known humans don't seek truth. They seek power. Schopenhauer wrote that truth is irrelevant if a lie serves desire. Nietzsche warned that people believe what makes them strong, not what's real. Machiavelli saw deception as the ruler's sharpest weapon. And history agrees. A whisper in the right ear has more power than the truth shouted from a stage. Look at social media influencers, viral marketing, fake news. It's never about accuracy. It's about impact. It's about what spreads. Lies spread faster because they serve human emotion. If you want to see clearly, don't ask, is it true? Ask, who benefits if I believe this? And if you learn to control belief, you don't need truth. You need leverage. Truth 5. The mask we wear. We are all actors. Politeness, smiles, status games. We perform because chaos is unbearable. Without masks, human nature would tear itself apart. But the mask is fragile, and every so often, it slips. Rage erupts. Desire breaks through. Fear shows itself. That's when you see who people are. Social media is the perfect stage. Instagram smiles, LinkedIn titles, TikTok dances. Everyone wears the mask of confidence, beauty, success. But look closer. The cracks are everywhere. Loneliness, envy, fear. Understand this, and you stop being fooled by appearances. You stop envying illusions. You realize people are far less controlled than they seem. And here's the weapon. If you can stay calm when their mask slips, you control the room. Because most people fear exposure, but the one who stands unmasked is the one they all secretly obey. And now, the hardest truth of all. The old foundations of meaning are gone. The illusions of divine order, of guaranteed justice, of cosmic fairness, collapsed. humanity is on its own. Most people reject this. They say, no, there must be order. There must be a plan. There must be meaning given from above. And if you believe in God, you may cling to that faith. But even then, you must still choose. You must still build your values consciously. You must still live as if no one else is writing the script for you. And that is terrifying, because it means nothing is guaranteed. No rescue is coming. No destiny is pre-written. You are alone with freedom. But here's the twist. If you accept it, you stop being fragile. You stop waiting for orders. You stop expecting the world to make sense. Instead, you build sense. You invent values. You forge your own laws. The truth doesn't free you. It makes you unshakable. We began by stripping away illusions, morality as a mask, conflict as our fuel, progress as a cycle, manipulation as the engine of belief, the masks we all wear, and finally, the unbearable freedom of choosing our own meaning. Human nature is insane, but insanity doesn't mean weakness. It means unpredictability. And if you can see it clearly, you stop being the victim of it. You stop being surprised by betrayal, chaos, collapse. You start anticipating it, using it, mastering it. You don't have to agree with every quote, every idea, every truth here, but you cannot deny them. They are written in blood, in history, in human behavior, repeated again and again. The brightest minds learned in darkness. Now it's your turn. Human nature is insane, but if you understand it, you'll never be at its mercy again.